Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Phil Laguerre, Remax Loa Homes. I'm in Kapolei having an open house today, and I thought I'd show you our place. Let's walk in the door. All right, so I am at 91-209 Onaniani Place. And this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 222.68 square feet. That's 2268 square feet. Let me get back here a little bit. Look at these vaulted ceilings in the living room. Very high, very nice, very classic. All right, we walk in through the living room. I got the AC on, so if you're coming out for the open house, you're gonna be nice and cool. All right, you see me in the mirrors there? Got this wall full of mirrors that go all the way up to that angle ceiling. Isn't that cool? All right, so this is maybe the formal dining room, or maybe the den area. I'd say let's go with formal dining room. And then we come into the kitchen. Right, really nice kitchen, new appliances, new cabinetry, pretty new countertops. But I want to show you what the spectacular part of this kitchen is, that view out the window. Okay, imagine you're cutting tomatoes, or maybe you're cutting a lime, getting ready to make a drink, right? Gin and tonic with maybe a lime garnish on it, and you're looking out there and watching that lady's getting ready to tee off. All right, let's see what she does. Oh, she goes around. Nice shot. That's a little par 3. I think she just barely missed the green. Right? Isn't that cool? You could sit out here. You could sit outside and critique people as they're playing. Now, I'm a golfer, so that's really not cool when I see people out on their lanai kind of laughing, chuckling at my bad shots. But you could do that. All right, so this is the other room. Now, this may be the TV room, or the off the lanai, off the kitchen den area. And I'll just show you quickly laundry and a nice 2-car garage. All right, off of here. So you can close that door, nice and quiet. Get out your car, close the door, come walk right in. All right, it's a half bath on the first floor for your guests. And nice big storage underneath the stairs. Let's go upstairs. Nicely carpeted, tile floor on the landing. You can stand up here and survey your kingdom. All right. And in the back part of the house that's facing the golf course is your nice, huge master bedroom. This is a quite big master bedroom. It's got windows on 2 corners, or 2 sides. It's that same view looking out on a golf course. Yep, see that lady's putting now. And you got another view of the golf course as well. As we walk out, very large walk-in set of closets. Master bath, double sinks, big shower, really long tub. This tub, like my last video says, like Andre the Giant could get in that tub. It's so long. It's a great soaking tub. We come out here and there's 3 more bedrooms. So each of the bedrooms are about the same. They've got a fan, a closet with mirrors on it. Here's the hallway bathroom. Okay, it's a single sink, shower and tub. Here's another one of the front bedrooms. Okay. And here's the 4th bedroom. right? So these two that I just showed you both face in a kind of westerly direction. And I think when I was here yesterday, I noticed the sun was coming in on that side in the late afternoon, but they've got this sunshade on the windows. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it says darker. So it's like a sunshade. That's a pretty smart idea. So it keeps the temperature down a little bit. Doesn't get quite as hot with that sun. And it doesn't cost as much to keep it cool. Right, back downstairs. I'm going to take you on a real brief tour of the lanai area, which I think is spectacular. But first, there's one sliding door out to the lanai. Here's another sliding door out to the lanai. And here's yet a third sliding door out to the lanai. So it's like windows, sliding glass door windows halfway around this lanai. I forgot about that step. That's the third time I've forgotten about that damn step. All right, I'm never one to be graceful. Those of you who know me in the martial arts might find that to be true. Not all the great. I'm not the graceful one. All right, look at this huge lanai. My God. And a nice big covered area, right, where you see the chairs and the table. You can put your flag up right there, flag mount. And then this huge open area, got picnic tables, a lot of plants. These poor citrus trees need some more water. The irrigation system got disconnected, I believe. And so they've been kind of without water for a while. So I watered them yesterday. I'm going to turn around and water them again today. We're on the dry side of the island, so we don't get rain nearly as much as, say, the North Shore or the windward side of the island. Leeward side, fairly dry. So if you come over here and you want to go to a luau, you want to go to a luau up here on the west side. Paradise Cove, Germain's, one of those luau's. You're almost guaranteed to never get rained on. All right, so that ends the tour. Of this beautiful home. So this home is going for $1,199,888. $1,199,888. It's a bargain. It's 2,268 square feet. The lanai and the whole back area is little to no maintenance. And it's about 6,000 square feet of outdoor space, which is pretty big for Hawaii, if you know anything about Hawaii. I'm doing an open house here all day, all afternoon, 2 to 5. And we're also collecting donations for the Hawaii Food Bank. While we're here, I went out and met a few of the neighbors earlier, and some of them have been giving me donations. I'll show you our flyer. That's our flyer for this property. Pretty nice place. That's me on the left, and all my contact information. I put this video up on my YouTube channel, and I'll put it on my Facebook page for Philip Laguerre Remax Aloha Homes. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about this property, feel free to send them to me. Ask me. I'll be happy to answer them for you. If you're interested in a property here in Hawaii, whether it's this one or just in general, or another property, let me know. I'll be happy to check it out for you, give you the 411 details on everything about the property, or set up a search routine for you on my MLS listing so that you'll get to see properties as they pop up right away before anybody else gets to see them, right before they make it to Zillow and Quazo Trulia and all that, right? And, using those other search engines is great to get some interest, but don't get your hopes up too high, because most of those pages, most of those services keep properties up for about a month after they sell. And they don't let you know if they're in escrow, waiting to be sold. They already have an offer in, so they're not on the market anymore. So there's some shortcomings to that. But, it's not a bad way to do an initial search to kind of get an idea of what's out there. But then you want to contact a professional. Number one tip for anyone interested in buying or selling their home: hire a good real estate agent. Hire a pro, hire a professional. I'd say hire a RE/MAX agent, because MAX stands for maximum support, maximum expertise, maximum customer service, maximum everything in what you get from a real estate agent. And that's no bull. Our company sells double the number of homes than that the next closest company might sell, right? We list more than double the number of homes nationwide than any other real estate company does, right? We are MAX for a reason. It's in our ethos of everything we do. So that's the number one tip: hire a great agent. It's always good if you get referred by somebody, one of your friends. Say, hey, we had Phil Laguerre. He was a fantastic agent for us. He listened to us. He was kind. He was flexible to our needs. He helped us get make our dream come true. That's what we love. We love to get nice referrals like that, right? So if you know somebody, family member, friend, colleague, coworker, yourself, interested in buying or selling a home, come to me, man. Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose. Tell me what you need. I'll be happy to help you out. So if it's here in Hawaii, I'm happy to take care of you myself personally. If it's another place on the mainland, and even some overseas locations, if you are looking for a real estate agent and you don't have an idea of who to hire, let me know. Let me do the interviewing for you. I will check out who's available, and in the referral system, who sticks their hand up saying, yeah, I'd like to be that person's agent. I'll interview them. I go the extra mile. I don't just say, okay, you're hired. No, I'll set up a FaceTime or a Zoom or something, and I'll face-to-face with them virtually and interview them and find out if they're the right person for you. And I usually make them, if it's not apparent, I'll make them tell me why I should hire them, why I should hire that person to, like for my son Josh, for instance, help him buy a home in Florida. Why would I hire you? Tell me what your attributes are. What makes you special, right? What makes you the right fit for my son? And that's what I go through, and then I'll let you know, right? So hire a great agent. And if you end up with a great agent, and then a month down the road you realize it's really not such a great agent, maybe they're just way too busy for you, or they're not flexible, they're not hungry, they're not putting your best interest. Maybe they do put your best interest, but they're just not capable, right? Maybe they don't have a great support team helping them out. It's okay to let them go. Just tell them, sorry, it's not working out. I'd like to go a different route. And then let me know. And if I had turned you on to them, then my apologies. I will do a much better job finding you the right agent, right? And then just go with a better one, right? Because you are in the driver's seat. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, you are always in the driver's seat. The agent is your agent. They're not you. They're your agent. They have to represent your best interest. So when you get one like that, and you get to develop that trust and confidence in each other, right? The agent in representing you, they have the confidence. They really know how to support you, help you, assist you. And you, as the client, have a lot of faith and trust and confidence in that agent to do the right thing for you, to help you out. Man, that's a great relationship there. That's probably a lifetime relationship. You'll always remember that agent. that agent will always remember you as a client, right? You never know. 10 years down the road, you might be doing it all over again. I certainly hope so with me. I'm relatively new in this business, but I hope to develop those kinds of clientele. That's kind of a clinical term, but friendships through real estate, right? That I carry with me for the rest of my life. I know John Blaine, my sensei, my fishing guru up in Alaska. I'll never forget him, and I will carry him as a friend for the rest of my life. He was our agent when we bought our home in Eagle River. We still have that home. We're still renting it out 11 years later. And we have plans to move back to that home someday, potentially, or to sell that and move into another place up there. But John is my agent for life. I won't use anybody else if I'm in Alaska. God bless him. That dude, phenomenal. And we developed such a bond and friendship, I think, over the course of a few months of looking at homes and then finally buying that fantastic property that we have, that, that'll never disappear. That'll be with me the rest of my life. I'm sure it will be with him the rest of his life, too. It's that kind of a great friendship that we've developed. So I hope when you get an agent, that's the kind of relationship you end up with them. One that'll last a lifetime. And probably multiple transactions, multiple opportunities. Okay, that's the number one tip for you guys. Get a great agent. Number two, pre-qualified loan approval. Pre-qualified loan approval. Pre-qualified loan approval. Get a pre-qualified loan. It's not a loan, right? It's not, you're not already paying a mortgage payment. No, you're going to a great lender, and you should probably have 2 or 3 that you compare and contrast. What's the interest rate? What's the max amount I can borrow? What does my mortgage look like with nothing down if you're a VA? 5% down, FHA, 10%, 20%, conventional loan, avoid PMI. That's private mortgage insurance. Do you want to avoid that? Let's look at what it would take, what kind of a down payment to avoid that. VA loans, you don't need anything down and you can avoid the PMI. Other loans, though, you need generally 20% down in order to avoid having to pay that for that additional insurance, right? So a lender will run all those numbers for you and tell you what your monthly mortgage payment will look like. But first, they take your credit. They do a credit check, right? They want to look at your taxes. You have to allow them to do that. And then you need 3 bank stubs, right, or statements, full statements. You need pay statements. You need to have verify your employment. So with your credit rating, your debt to income ratio, how much you owe, how much you make, what's the ratio between the two? We like to stay, under 43% debt to income ratio. And then all the other factors, your annual income, who you work for, those kinds of things, all play into the type of loan, how much you can get, and it also, interestingly enough, plays into the interest rate that you'll be given. And that's why I say you should shop around. You should go to a couple different ones. We've got one, Pac Rim, that we use exclusively because they've proven time and time and time and time again they give the absolute best loan services. Their value is extremely high. Low interest rates. They won't pre-approve you for a loan that you just can't afford. That'll be disastrous for you later on, right? They make sure that they get you the qualified level that's best for you. And even with a VA loan, right? Because, the VA actually doesn't give you any money, right? They just guarantee for you veterans like me, right? They just guarantee that we'll get a loan, right? They guarantee the amount. So if we were to default on it, the VA would end up picking it up. But you have to go get a lender who will then lend you money that the VA has guaranteed. Right, so the VA has their stricter requirements on how much they will guarantee a loan for. And again, it's based on all those things that I just said, your debt to income ratio, your credit score, your income tax returns, and bank statements, and those kinds of things. They want to make sure you have some money in the bank in case something goes. You have a family, crisis or emergency, and you've got some money sitting in savings that you can use time of need, right? Your debt to income ratio isn't too high, although it's flexible. I'm not the expert, so you need to get the expert advice. I'm just giving you sort of ballpark or estimated figures here, right? You got to get that expert advice, and that's why you go to them. Right? And then compare and contrast and pick the best one. But why would you do that without even looking at a home? It's smart. Now you know, once you do it, now you're an educated buyer. You know what you can afford. And you know also what it's going to cost if you get a loan, for that amount or whatever amount that you put in for. And you won't go after a loan or a home that's, much way up higher than that amount, right? Because you know that's just not something that you want to do. That you won't be able to afford it in the long run, and the lender probably wouldn't lend it to you. So a little bit up or down, yeah, no problem. But that gives you really good insight into what you want to buy, what you can afford to buy. And then you come to me and you say, look, I'm pre-approved for $875,000 already with Pac Rim. Let's go look at houses for under that. That or less. And I'm like, okay, cool. If I find one for $880, I know that it'll still be covered. But I'm not going to show you $1.5 million properties, right? $1.2 million property like I'm standing in right now, probably not going to be on the list, right? We're going to go look at properties that you can afford, that a lender has told you, with giving you expert advice on. This is what we would recommend. This is what we would lend you. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3, tip of the day. When you go look at houses, bring your agent with you. It's not really too cool to go to open houses, or you happen to see a sign up and you see an agent standing out there, putting a sign up, hey, could I go look at that house? Sure, come on in. It's not too good to do that on your own, right? You want to have your expert, the one you hired to do that stuff for you, be with you, right? And make those arrangements. It's cool for you to find, hey, I saw this on Zillow. What's all about that one? Can we go look at it? Sure. Let me look it up. Oh, that one's already in escrow and they're not showing anymore. Sorry. Let's find you some other ones. If you like that one for that price, that amount of square footage in that area, that number of bedrooms, the same kind of schools, something like that, give me your search criteria, and then I'll put together a search, and then we will go look at those that are active and that fit your search criteria. That's what a great agent will do for you, right? We can't read minds, though. You have to tell us. I can do a ballpark. I can see what you're searching on Zillow, over and over and over again. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath in the Waianae area, under $650K, which is usually what you kind of put in Zillow or one of those search engines, right? I can take that too, but are you really you're most interested in the schools in that area? Or You're going to be working in Waikiki. Did you realize what kind of a commute hell you're going to be in if you lived in Waianae? So this is the things, I can't read your mind. I don't know where best for you to live until I know some information, like where you're going to work. Like when we moved here, wife works up by Schofield. We did not want to live in Hawaii Kai or over in Kailua. We'd love to live in Kailua, but the commute, just not something that my wife was willing to sacrifice on. So we decided to live in Ewa Beach. And it commutes, on pre-COVID, the commute was okay. Still, Fort Weaver gets very backed up, so she leaves for work pretty early in the morning, but she goes to work early in the morning and she's got a 20-minute commute. You live out on Hawaii Kai or around over in, say, Kaneohe or Kailua, and then you want to go around up to Wahiawa, you're going to have a pretty big commute, 45 minutes with no traffic. So, that is a big factor in where you want to live, right? Where I'm going to is what your commute's going to be. It could be a very big factor. Maybe you don't care about the commute. Maybe you care about the schools, right? We know where the good schools are. We can do the research. The schools have ratings that we can tap into. And so we can provide you that information, where the best schools are, if that's, number one in your criteria. So those are kind of things that the agents can do for you. So that's why it's very important to hire a great agent, get pre-approval, and then start communicating with that agent, because we can't read your mind, and then we'll do our work. We'll get to work for you. We'll roll our sleeves up and start getting busy just for you. That makes sense? Hope so. All right, I've done a lot of talking. I appreciate you listening all this time. Hopefully you were mixing yourself a drink or kick back, doing something interesting while you're listening to me or watching me go on and on about something that I love, real estate. And I look forward to working with you. Again, Phil Laguerre, RE/MAX Aloha Homes. If I can help you, give me the chance. I'd love to work for you. If you've got friends, family, colleagues, loved ones, associates, and you know that they need to buy a home, they're either moving here to Hawaii or moving somewhere in the U.S., they're looking to buy a new home or looking to sell their home currently and buy a home, let me know. If it's here in Hawaii, I can help you personally, right? If it's anywhere on the mainland and some other countries and you need an agent, let me go hire them for you. Let me go find them. Let me get to work. I'll roll my sleeves up, interview a number of them, pick the best ones that I think work for you, set up either a meeting so you can do the final yes or no, or based on your recommendation, what you say, have them contact you. Right? The one that I think will work for you the best. That's what I just got finished doing with my son. It's working out quite well for him. I'd love to do that for you too. All right. Be safe out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but have fun. Mahalo and aloha.